Okay, so we have a question. For NZD/USD after daily breakout, we got a big bearish move, but closed back above breakout yesterday. Is this a daily retest? Okay, we're gonna check NZD/USD and see what we have. Now, the thing is, on NZD/USD, we're still rejecting this resistance, right? And as I said before, I'm not gonna try to trade this in between these zones. Maybe if we do break, have a good setup. But as long as we're here, I don't think I'm gonna take any trades. Maybe if we do come and break this support on the daily, then we'll look for a trade. But I can't do anything here. It's just not your setup. What platform I'm using? I'm using tradingview.com. Tradingview.com. Now, also what we can do here is we can wait for a break of this support. Then we can see a nice move to the downside, but you see how big rejection was once it came at this 4-hour support. Now, if we do break this rejection from daily, another confirmation for us. So let's wait and see. What's your take on EU? Like I said, on EU, I still believe price is going to push up because of a daily. Now, as long as it stays above, there's chances that price is going to continue up. But on lower time frame, we need more confirmation. But there's also the fact that we got rejected from this resistance, and it's not going to be easy to continue up maybe. But if we want buys here, since we're sitting at this daily support, we're gonna have to switch the 1 hour and see. So you can see how price created like a small minus zone here. You can see these candles that left some wicks, 1, 2 rejections, another one here, and also these candles. Now, since we're sitting at daily support here, if you want to go long, we need more confirmation. So our confirmation would be if price would come up and break above this, then a retest would have a nice trade from a zone to the next zone. But for now, there's no trade here. We still need to wait. I'm not gonna look for sells here because as long as daily is at support, I wouldn't feel comfortable taking any other trade other than buys. I wouldn't think anything else on EU. EJ melted. Yeah, dropped pretty good. We have lots of time, so there's no need to rush. We have plenty of time. Okay, so guys, when you ask a question, the best would be to send a chart so I can understand you better, because just with a text I can't read your mind sometimes. Sometimes I can read your mind, but sometimes I can't. The best would be to share a chart so I would be more informed. What do you mean? Now, Aussie dollar is a lot of in a big consolidation here. Every time the same thing's happening, and I can't say which level I would take for sure here, because we have a lot of rejection on different levels. Now this is pretty messy. You know, we have a lot of rejections here, but we also have rejections at this level. Now we also have rejection on this level. It's pretty messy. I mean, we're gonna need a good setup if we want to take a trade. So there's no rush yet, still have time. Maybe we'll find a good one. Euro, New Zealand. Okay. So we have the same level that we used 2 days ago. And what we can do here is can wait for this to break. If we do break above, a retest and continuation would be perfect. Now we are still on the same, let's say, dilemma, or how to call it, because we have two zones here. Thing is that price recently is respecting this level, maybe more than this, but still both of them were respected, just like the last trade we took. And like we said, when it comes for retest, it might have a small chance it's going to come to the second zone here, because we have two supports, two levels in between in 10 pip range, and they both got respected, closed above, and then continuation to the upside. Now you see price came later on, got rejected from this level too. This was another fake out, but thing is price came all the way to the support, and I wouldn't take it even if I was watching it. Then we have another rejection here, another rejection here. Now if price closes like this, when it comes for a retest, there's a small chance that price might come a little lower to make the retest, then continue up to the next zone here. So we're gonna have to wait and see. I think we're gonna have some good setups. We just need to wait for breakouts. Once we have the breakouts, we can start to take some trades. But for now, still don't have anything. What do you think about GU? I think GU can continue up still. I think since we broke this very strong resistance, I think GU is gonna continue up, but I wouldn't take anything for now because we need confirmations. Jay, very nice. EU went perfect yesterday. Now on GU, if we want a good confirmation, we need price to close above this resistance. And if we go on the 1 hour, we can see what level we're talking about. Even on the 1 hour, we have this same level. You see, first time when price came here, got rejected, then closed above, made a retest, continuation. Then this candle came closed below, made a small retest, continuation. See how many rejections we have now on the same level? Now once we break above this, we have a confirmation for buys here. And we have also big rejection here, and this, if this would go bullish and close above, that would be a very strong confirmation. Now we're gonna have to wait and see. Like I said, we need a candle close. Once the candles close, then we can have a trade. You didn't answer my first question. What is your question? Are you also from Forex family? What do you mean by that? I am friends with the Forex family, so I hope that answers your question. They are my friends for at least 2 years, I think. I see this is mostly about confidence than anything else. This needs a lot more things than just confidence. But confidence is, of course, one of the things that plays a big role too. Even if you have a very, very good strategy, if you don't have the confidence to trust your strategy, then or take a trade, then it's not worth it. Yesterday, EU went a bit in drawdown, but I knew what I was doing, so we got some nice 30 pips or more to the upside, 40 pips range, but my entry was around here, and I explained my trade in details yesterday. And I had a lot of confidence, you know. The daily never disappoints most of the time. You know, when you have a daily break and retest, you feel way more comfortable. It just gives you that comfort you need, because daily is the best confirmation you can have. Okay, let me see. We have some charts here. So we can review them, because then people will get mad maybe if I don't look at them. Okay, so daily break above the high. Big retest but closed above the yellow breakout line, similar to EU. Could have taken a retest yesterday as it stayed above the 4-hour range. Oh, you mean could you have taken buys here? Okay. Well, yeah, maybe you could, but you need to look at lower time frames. Did you have any confirmations to go long? Let's take a look at the 4-hour, because you see the 4-hour went all the way down and closed very bearish. I mean, it didn't give us a good confirmation to go long, so I wouldn't be comfortable taking a buy in this big bearish candle, and counting this as a retest, it was a bit risky, because the range is not too big from this resistance, this daily resistance, and I would feel not comfortable with this. So we'll have to wait and see. Okay, so let's take a look at this chart. GBP yen. Support from during Asian, third retest. Yeah, the thing is, it's not a clear break and retest. I mean, you're just buying support because the breakout happened yesterday. We had a small breakout here, a rejection to the upside. Now next candle coming again, price also rejecting, created strong resistance. I wouldn't take this, not a classic break and retest for me. Okay. Yeah, like I said on Euro NZD, I explained it. We need a break above, and that thing on the left, I don't think it's going to be a problem. Have you been trading for 2 years? No, I've been trading for 4 years. Yeah, guys, so you don't have to go straight to do what I do. You need to do some back testing and see if it does work for you, because just because it works for me doesn't mean it works for you too. Always do some back testing, some practice, and see if it does work for you or not. So NZDUSD. Yeah, looks good. NZDUSD, the best would be if we break above this, would be the best trade I think here. We have this big consolidation box. I mean, trading this consolidation box would be a bit risky. The best would be if we could break this daily resistance, which is pretty strong. See, every time we got here, big rejection. Now maybe we're gonna have a break above today, maybe, but we have to see. We have to wait and see. How long you trading per day? I don't know. I don't count, but I don't stay on the charts all the time, because if I don't have a setup, then I need to wait until the candle closes. So if this is the start of the 1 hour candle and I don't have a breakout, then there's no need for me to wait 1 hour until the candle close, because it's not gonna do anything for me. I do it here because we have a lot of questions and we answer them. What time did this start? It started 30 minutes ago. What's your opinion on harmonic pattern? I don't use it. It doesn't have consistency. I used it before, but it works sometime, but not most of the time. And I think it doesn't have consistency enough for us. EuroCAD, waiting for candle close and the retest. Looks good. It does look good. What's your confirmation when a retest happens? My confirmation is the breakout candle. So when the retest happens, I don't need for rejections or anything. That's just my trading style. I enter. My confirmation is the breakout candle, which also means that we have a good momentum to continue up. So once the retest candle comes for a retest, I expect continuation, because that's what most of the time market does. It does the same thing over and over again. Okay, high period, high support. Look, the best would be for GJ, just like GU. Maybe wait for this to break, then continuation to the upside. But before that, here we don't have a trade yet. We need to break this. Once we break this, we're going to see continuation to the upside. What's your favorite time frame? 1 hour and break and retest, my favorite setup. That's all I do. How do you do the back test? There are a lot of different platforms that will help you back testing. You can use different things. You can use TradingView, you can use soft forex simulators, and you have a lot of different options. You have different options. If I have only 100 without leverage, is it possible to trade on a miracle lot and use? I don't know what to tell you about trading without leverage because I didn't try it. I never tried that. But on a $100 account, I would use 0.01 lot because that's the best risk you can use. And also you can't expect too much, making too much with 100. But you can grow it eventually, day by day. Consistency. With consistency, you can grow even a small account. But of course, it's going to take more time. Okay, so yeah, we'll see. GU, like I said, once we break above a retest and continuation, this can be a very nice trade. First target to fill this wick, and this is also 4-hour zone, so let's not forget. If we do break above, we're gonna have a nice trade here. When is the giveaway? The giveaway, I'm gonna do a post today on Instagram, and you guys gonna have to comment on that. Then I'll choose a winner at the end of the week. I'll tell you at the end of the stream, I'm gonna tell you what to do. Okay, let's see. GU is pushing pretty good. EU can have the same setup with GU. Okay, we're just gonna have to choose which one you want to take it. See, maybe I'll take EU because since we have this daily break and retest, we're rejecting the daily support. Then we break this minor zone. After we break this minor zone, a retest and continuation to the next zone here. So that's what I'm gonna wait here. And this can be a very nice trade. What do you think of average true range? Is it superior to RSI? I don't use moving averages. I don't use moving. I don't use indicators, anything. Just price action. Yeah, let's take a look if we have any news today. Why? Because I don't need them. Okay, so it looks like we have Euro news, but they are not high impact. So if they're not high impact, it's not gonna affect the market that much. So let's see. We just have to be patient, wait for a good setup, and then we can see USD CAD rejected all the way down. See what I meant? Came all the way up to the next resistance here and got rejected. See this candle when it came here, how big the rejection was. The same thing's happening right now with this current candle. So if we want to break here, it's going to be needed to be above this resistance. Doesn't GU looks more positive than EU? Well, they're both the same. They're both the same. I think both can be very good trades. We'll have to take a look which one we want to take, but I mean, it's your preference. Whichever setup you want to take, it's up to you. Is there any book? I honestly have to tell you that I never read a book about forex. So, I mean, there are a lot of books on Google you can search, but I never read one. I think I didn't need it. I mean, I just worked hard on the charts, did a lot of back testing, and realized by myself what's good, what's not, what works and what it doesn't work. Do you use Fibo? No, I don't. He meant Fibonacci, but I don't use it. Fibonacci somehow it just tells you where, that's what I think. It tells you where support and resistance is. People use it, but I don't use it because I don't need it. I think my way is very simple to trade and very effective, so the less things you use, the better. What's your winning ratio? My winning ratio at least 80%. You can just go through the previous live streams and you can do some math if you want to see the win ratio. Do you do mentorship? Yes, I do. I have 100 students until now. Okay. EU is pushing. Let's see, once we break above, we're gonna have a nice trade here. Just waiting patiently. Can you take a look at this? Okay, let's take a look at this chart. Mark, you can just message me and I'll give you instructions. Okay, so we have this chart here. Failed retest. Can you help understand why it failed? Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Okay, so we're gonna go to my chart and see why did that fail, because there must be a reason. How often do you stream? I stream every day. Okay, this is the 4 hour. Okay, let's take a look at the 4 hour. Okay, so I see you were talking about this break and retest. So what can we see here is a breakout candle closed above resistance, made a retest, continuation. The thing is, this didn't fail, this worked out, and it was very nice actually. See how many pips it moved once it made the retest. It moved 20 pips. And what did I say every time I take a trade? Why is my rule at least 20 pips? Because I did back testing, and I saw that most of the time at least you're gonna have a 20 pip move after the retest. And look what happened here is price made a breakout, a retest, 20 pips to the upside, then got rejected. If we go on the left, see that we have resistance. This is why price couldn't continue further up, because we have a strong resistance on the left. That's why I always say, look, if you have another zone on the left, you have resistance here. See how many candles got rejected. That's why price came all the way down, closed back in the range, made a retest and continuation. So this was a perfect break and retest, but also a perfect fake out. And this is the reason, this level is the reason why this went all the way down after. Even though the break and retest worked, it went 20 pips first, then came down again. I am new here, can you help me to trade? Yes, I can help you, but you need to go and watch the previous webinars, because they will help you to understand what we do here. That would be my advice if you are new here. Do you do crypto as well? No, I don't. I don't trade cryptocurrency. Okay, so if you're only one day trading, you have to go to babypips.com and learn the basics. You can learn the basics at babypips.com. Okay, we're waiting. We have another 10 minutes. Once we have a good close on the 1 hour, we'll see if it does break or not. Okay, almost there. See, the thing that can happen here is also this candle can stay like this, then the next one can push all the way up, and that way we don't get a chance to enter. That's what I don't like. But what we can do is just wait for breakout. I mean, maybe EU is gonna give us. Okay, we have a question. Yesterday, GU broke out support and made another candle below support, but retrace went all the way up, hit my stop loss. Okay, why not? Let's take a look at GU. Now, the reason why the retest failed here on GU is because we got rejected from another support. You see, when price broke this, close below this, right? We were waiting for this support to break. Once it broke, it came all the way back down to this next support. This is why then it got resulted in a fake out. This is the reason. That's why I always say you have to check if price goes to another zone then comes for a retest, chances of being a fake out are always higher. So this is the reason. Very simple. You got rejected from a support. When it came for retest, it was risky trade and it went all the way up after closing back in the range. That's the reason why it failed. My broker always 5 pip spread and I'm always in negative zone. I think you have to change the broker. Okay, thank you for joining. See you. What are pips? Carlos, you have to go to babypips.com to learn the basics. If you are new, I would suggest to go here and have a look, learn some basic things. Gonna wait for EU because GU doesn't look like it's gonna break for now, so we're gonna have to wait and see. GA, well, GA is, I don't like GA. GA has a resistance right here and taking a break and retest here, I don't think I would be comfortable. My broker gives me up to 17 pip spread. Wow, that's crazy. I have to change the broker. No, I don't think I'm gonna age that much. Can you please talk a bit about wick fill? I want to know how it actually works. How many years now you're doing this live? I'm doing these live sessions for 3 weeks now, maybe. Not for years, but I trade for years. 4 years of trading till now. Okay, first we have a question about wick fills. Yeah, I'll talk about wick fills on my opinion. How do I approach them? I'll talk about that just a second. Okay, so about wick fills. Wick fills. The thing is, I don't base my trade on a wick fill, but I just take it as another, I use it as a target maybe, or another confirmation. I can't say confirmation, but just as a target. So let's say if we get a breakout, for example, we get a breakout here, and this is the candle. This candle now, it's gonna leave a wick, right? Let's say this candle left a wick like this. Okay, we can make this wick bigger. Now if this is the candle and it left a wick, now we have support here, right? We have support here. This can be the breakout candle. Now when price comes for a retest, I use this wick as my first target, because most of the time when price is in a good momentum, it's gonna fill the wick, at least if it doesn't go even more than that. So for me, I just use it as, my target most of the time, and nothing else than that. What broker you suggest? I would say Pepperstone, the Traders Domain, IC Markets, a lot of different brokers that you can check. Hot Forex is the broker I use. I never heard about that broker. Look, if you have 17 pip spread, I think you can't trade like that. If you're a scalper, not even a swing trader, that's crazy spread. Now, we have a close on the 1 hour. EU closed bullish, not that strong bullish, but it closed bullish. And the next candle is coming lower. Now, let's take a look at the 4 hour. Still rejecting this. Yeah, still we have to wait for a break above, because just that way would be safe. See now, EJ got rejected. EJ got rejected. Why? Because we have daily support. This daily support is the reason why we got rejected on EJ, and this was the reason why I skipped the sells here, because we have this right support coming up and I just didn't feel comfortable. Now you can see how it got rejected. Just tells you that we have a good support here. Have you heard about Blueberry Market? Yes, it's a good broker. It is a good broker. Okay, let's see if we have any break. UJ not a break yet. UJ needs to break below 2 if we want a trade. USD CAD couldn't break to the upside, closed below. Big rejection. GU, nothing yet. We need a break above. Aussie dollar, still in this consolidation. Maybe if we do break this, we can have a good trade here. Let's wait and see. Since we have a lot of rejections here, can take this as has a good resistance. So let's see. Euro CAD breakout. GA is not for me. GA, it has this big resistance right here. I think even this could be a rejection. This was a rejection, I think. Let's see Euro CAD. USD CAD has strength, but first attempt failed. Could the second failure bring it back into the channel? USD CAD needs to break resistance if we want to take a trade. Euro CAD breakout. If you mean this breakout on Euro CAD, that's right, but you have right the next one all the way here, very close, so I think you have to wait. You have to wait for this 4-hour zone to break. I know that we broke above this and it looks good, but we have this next resistance just right away here, and it's only a 10 pip range here. So we need a break above a retest and continuation. See, EU is pushing now. I think we're gonna miss this because we have 1 hour until the next candle opens. So maybe entering now would be a good idea, but it would be risky. Let's wait and see. If this drops a bit, maybe we can take a position with a stop loss just below this candle. We can do that. EA is at resistance. Like I said before, we need to break this if we want to take some buys. But before that, there's nothing that's happening on EA. Okay, John Wick, let's take a look at your chart. Potential buys, no trade, no trade. Yeah, wait for that resistance to break, then we can see. And this is 30 minutes. You have to use at least 1 hour time frame, no lower than 1 hour. Let's wait and see. Yeah, I'm just waiting for this candle to come a bit lower, maybe to have a small rejection so I can enter. Not gonna be a classic break and retest, but I'm gonna try it. Why not? With a small stop loss, it can be a good trade. Okay, let's wait and see. This is what I meant before when I said that this candle can close just very close to resistance and the next one can push. That's what I don't like, because usually you're left just watching and you don't get a chance to get in. So I think the same is happening now here. That's why I'm looking to enter in this current candle. EA is not a break yet, it's still at resistance. You need to be careful. And EA is at daily resistance too, so it's gonna be pretty messy. See, still below this. We need to close above if we want to take a trade here. UJ doing the same thing, yeah, still at support. Okay, let's wait and see. Yeah, now there's a plenty of time until the next candle. And to be fair, this candle can go all the way up. 50 minutes is a lot, so I don't see this candle going all the way down. It doesn't make sense since we got rejected from a daily support. And this next zone looks pretty good to fill. Easy. Now waiting for a breakout here, it's gonna be hard because it still can't move. So we have to look to enter in this current candle, but it needs to come a bit lower. So we can use a small stop loss. 7 pips at least. And then we have a good range to fill. So risk reward will be pretty good. We have a 20 pip range to fill. Let's wait and see. Yesterday was the same, most of the time consolidation, not much more movement, but we got some pips later on New York session. Yeah, the Euro news had no high impact, so I don't think it's going to be a problem with Euro news. There are medium impact. Don't expect too much from them. Okay, UJ is breaking down. Finally. Finally, UJ is breaking down. So we need to wait for this candle to close, a retest, and we can finally have a trade here. And EU is not giving us a chance. Let's wait and see. EU has a very good range to fill. I mean, you can go all the way up and fill the daily range. That would be a pretty big move. I don't expect it maybe in one day, but can take some time maybe, but at the end it can fill the range. So I'm not going to take a trade in this current candle because I don't want to push you guys to do that. I can do that because I have more experience, but first you guys have to learn to wait for the breakout. So if we wait a lot for a setup here, that's just gonna help you with patience. Because if I rush to take trades before candle closes, what am I learning to you? What am I teaching to you? So I'm not gonna do that mistake. We're gonna wait patiently. Don't worry if time goes on, because the stream is gonna go on and on until we find a trade. Have plenty of time today, so no worries. Let's take a look. Geo on the same situation. What about Geo? See, Geo is at 4-hour resistance. I wouldn't recommend to enter now. We need to wait. See, once this candle went above the previous one, and once we close above this resistance too, we can have a very nice trade. So wait. It's a waiting game now. We have to wait, be patient. Okay, just wait. Patience pays, always. Be sure about that. There are a lot of days when we wait maybe all day, and at the end of the day we get a nice setup and it pays off. No rush. I think it's gonna be a very good trade here. Can take some time, but at the end it's gonna work out. What we need is just a break above. The thing is, if price goes all the way up, then comes for retest, that's when it becomes a bit risky. So price needs to stay around here a bit until the candle closes. We need to close above this. Price to stay a bit here, a retest and continuation next hour. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna go get some water and be back in 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Okay guys, I'm back. So I was thinking now to do the pause about the giveaway. Give me a sec. Okay, let's see what we have here. Question: I always make profit then lose it all and go negative. What do you recommend? I recommend for you to use good risk management. If you are winning, make sure that you don't risk your whole profits. If you have a first win, only risk, let's say on the next trade, 20% of your profits. But just don't go, if you make a win, then the next trade to risk all your wins, because that doesn't make sense now how you manage your wins. Cold-blooded, so you're a fake. What makes you think of that? Since you're calling me fake. Okay, we have a chart here. Let's take a look at this chart. Okay, GBP JPY. You are pointing to the upside. What does this mean? We need more explanation. Why do you think price is gonna go up? We need more explanation. Okay, GU is still staying here. We need a close above if we want to take a trade, and there's no trade yet. EU is almost pushing. I hope it doesn't go to the next zone before coming for a retest. So let's wait and see. Yeah guys, if you're gonna trade alongside me, you're gonna need a lot of patience. You're gonna need a lot of patience. We have to wait for the perfect setup. Most of the traders that trade and make a lot of losses are because they're not patient waiting for the good setup. They just want to be in a trade, and when they show no patience, you're gonna end up in a very bad trade with a big drawdown or whatever. So big patience needed here until we get a very good setup. Not gonna take any trades. Let's wait and see. Can you take a look at USD CHF? Like I said before, this pair is not very stable, so I wouldn't suggest you to trade this pair. But what do I see here? I see that price coming at this support, and maybe a break and retest of this support would give you a chance if you trade this pair. You have plenty of rejections, so I think this can be a good setup, but I don't trust it. USD CHF, it didn't give me a good results in the past, so I just avoid it most of the time now. Thank you guys. Thank you. Welcome to the new guys here. Thank you for coming. If you are new in this channel, I would suggest you to go watch the previous streams because they'll help you understand what we do here. So you get an idea, a small idea what to do. Okay, so guys, I'm just preparing the giveaway post and then I'll tell you what to do. Just waiting. Okay guys, just give me a minute. I'm preparing the post about giveaway and I'll tell you what to do. In the meantime, you can go on Instagram, follow me, so you'll be able to participate. I'm gonna give the winner 1 month for free in my mentorship group. My Instagram, I'll leave it down below on the chat. Okay, just gonna go and post this about the giveaway, then we'll be back to analyze charts. Just give me a minute. Okay guys, I did a post. I just posted the giveaway details. Now if you want to participate, just go leave a comment on my Instagram. I just did a post about it, and you just need to leave a comment about the live streams until now. What do you think about live streams? Just give a small opinion. I want to hear your feedback, and by leaving a comment, you will participate in the giveaway. At the end of the week, I will choose a winner, of course. Now on Instagram, I did a post on Instagram. Go leave a comment there. Okay. I see some of your shows are London and others New York. Do you have a schedule? I do London session streams most of the time. So the New York sessions are only here and then, not every day, but London sessions are always 8 a.m. GMT time. Okay, yeah. Gold is not safe to trade, so be careful. I think gold is not the good a good time now. It's not a good time to trade gold. There are a lot of fake outs. I explained gold earlier, and a lot of fake outs happening right now. Some weird moves. I wouldn't trade it. Okay, so comments are for Instagram. Leave a comment on Instagram. Everyone who comments will participate. Did Dogecoin spike today? I don't know how to spell that, but I don't trade cryptocurrency. UJ retest good now. Let's see. We have 15 minutes left to wait for the close. USD CAD. USD CAD looks good, not that bad, but we need to wait and see if we have a close. You see, we have a small zone here. We have a small zone here. I think this can be a problem maybe if we want to take a trade here because it's coming from this. Maybe if we do break below this, then it would be way better. So let's wait. UJ. What's happening with UJ? Let me take a look at Euro USD. I think EU is going to be the best. See what I meant earlier than I said, if this candle closed like this, leaves a small wick, makes the retest, then we go for a wick fill 2 as another target. Okay. We don't trade indexes, sorry. Yeah, let's wait. UJ can be very good too. Let's wait for the break. Once we close below, then we can have a nice setup. Let's wait and see. Okay. Let's see. Camera is back on. Took me some time to fix it, but we'll have to wait and see. So we have a troll here, but instead, if you're so successful, you could go do your own thing. so no need to be here. Okay, GBP CAD is retesting. Let's take a look at GBP CAD. Take a look at this chart. Wrong chart. Oh, okay. I don't know how you guys imagined me to be or to look, but this is who I am. Finally, you can see me. Nice to meet you. Okay, let's wait and see. Okay, GCAD. Oh, this is GA. Waiting for a candle to close. I think this support it's not enough. I think the best would be to avoid GA, because there are a lot of better pairs to watch other than GA. Yes, live from Kosovo. You guys can see finally now that I'm not from India, because a lot of you had that impression. Yeah, I would suggest to watch the previous streams, because let's just give you an idea what we do most of the time. And I speak a lot on my previous webinars too, that how do I approach the market, what the confirmations and everything. So yeah, I live in Kosovo. Can you look at CAD JPY? Well, we can. I think I'm gonna stay now and wait for EU. GU is not a breakout yet. It didn't break above. It's rejecting, so I'm gonna focus on Euro USD. Are you trading for a living? This is GA again. Sahaj King. Send me the same chart again. Okay. I trade for a living, yes. Have you been to UK? No. Unfortunately, we still don't have visas, so we can't go much travel around, only on a few countries, but UK is not part of them. Let's see. Take a look at Euro GBP. Euro GBP, like I said before, it's not a pair trade, but looks like it's gonna break above this small minor zone created. Now we need to look at higher time frame to see what we have. let's take a look at the 4-hour. So the 4-hour is at resistance 2, and the 4-hour level is just above this small minor 1-hour resistance. So what I would do is I would just skip this. Guys, for real, Euro GBP is not the best pair to trade, and I wouldn't suggest. It makes a lot of fake outs most of the time. Is it worth going to Kosovo? No, it's not. Don't even bother coming here. I mean, yeah, it's good, but it's not for holidays. It is not for holidays. Hey guys, a lot of comments coming up. A lot of comments coming up. The winner is gonna be at the end of the week. I'll choose a winner live with you guys. So we're gonna have to wait and see. Okay. Yeah, I said gold is not good. The reason is because gold tends to make a lot of fake outs. I'm just going to give you some examples on gold. I'm going to give you some example on gold and tell you how many fake outs it did lately. Everyone can come to Kosovo, but not much happening here. What do we win? You win 1 month in my private group. Okay, so just a second. We have 3 minutes left, okay? We don't need distractions because we might miss the moves. Okay, see gold. When you look at gold, you see a lot of big wicks happening. And this is what we don't like, because it just tells you that a small stop loss is not going to work on gold. So you can see this breakout here resulted in a fake out. This breakout here, there was no retest, but when the retest came on, went all the way down. We broke this support, right? This big bearish candle went all the way up, fake out again. We broke below this, still pushed up, made a fake out. We had a good break and retest here, but doesn't really happen most of the time. So I just don't recommend trading gold. I mean, there are a lot of better pairs that you can choose from. Okay, so let's look at GCAD. What about GCAD? I'm straight going to higher time frames because it tells you a lot more. GCAD is at support. I wouldn't trade GCAD for now. I wouldn't trade GCAD. It doesn't really make much sense to me. What about silver? I think these need a lot more these need a lot more information when you trade. If you trade oil or gold, you need a lot more information on fundamentals. Okay, what are good pairs then? Good pairs are these on the left here, except gold, USD, CHF, Aussie. So the pairs that you look on the left are the good pairs for me. Okay, UJ closed below. We have a 3 pips breakout. It's not enough, but I think it should work. Now I'm gonna focus on EJ. I'm not gonna trade UJ. UJ is very slow, so I'm gonna focus on Euro US dollar. So let's wait for the retest and we're gonna enter. If we do have a retest. Okay, so we are gonna wait for a retest here. Once we get a retest, continuation to the upside. Next zone is another 20 pip range. Okay, so are you gonna look for USD JPY? No, I'm not. I'm gonna look for EU because UJ is anyway very slow and I don't want to get stuck in UJ for a long time. So we'll wait for EU. It needs to come a bit lower, then we can enter. UJ break is a bit small, that's why. So better we can take EU way better setup, I think. Okay, not gonna look any other pairs for now because I need to be focused on EU. I need to take a trade here. There's no need to look at other pairs for now. It's almost there. Okay, I took my first entry here, and if it comes a bit lower, I'm gonna enter another one. This should come a bit lower. I'll take another entry. I did my first entry here, took my first buy. Okay, so we have the breakout, and now it's making the retest. Okay, let's wait and see now. Should come at least for a little bit lower. And then continue up. Yeah, I expect this to continue to the next zone at least. Can't expect this to go all the way up and fill the daily range because it's pretty big. But I explained this. I expect this to fill at least this range, this next range here. Let's see. This needs to push up now. First target can be then this daily wick candle. This 1 hour wick here. See the way I explained before, when you have a breakout, price leaves a wick, make the retest, and we go also for the wick fill and for the next zone here. So we have 2 targets. First target, fill in this wick at least, then the next one, this zone here. Let's see GU. What's happening with GU? Yeah, GU didn't break, unfortunately. Rejected all the way down. What can we do? We expect a breakout, but we didn't get one. Now we have EU. Let's see how it's gonna go. The range from here to filling this wick is 10 pips. So first target is going to be 10 pips, second target 20 pips. Euro JPY longs. What's happening on EJ? Longs. Yeah, we got to close above, and now it seems like making a retest, but still I wouldn't take it. Take the 4 hour. The 4 hour is still at resistance. I wouldn't risk it. EU is way better and way cleaner. somebody's fixing their partner or something and lots of noises. Man, this is the worst thing. Did you take this EU buy with buy limit? Why would I take with buy limit when I can do it manually? Buy limits are when you're not on the charts. You don't have to look at the charts, you use pendings. Okay, you guys were asking about USD CAD. What's happening in USD CAD? USD CAD is rejection resistance. Now, let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour has a small support here, right? That is broken, but you also have this support here, and it's in between two ranges. So I would stay away from this unless you have a break below this, below this support here. Other than that, I wouldn't look for USD CAD here. Contra, morning. Morning. Man, these noises are crazy. If we see the wick struggling to go green on Euro USD, can this be a possibility that's not much buying pressure, or does that mean I have no patience? It means that you have to wait. You don't expect the move to be right away. You need to wait. This is a 1 hour chart, so that means you can have to wait at least 1 hour, if not more. Sometimes it can happen in 10 minutes. You never know, but you have to wait. Just because this doesn't go bullish doesn't mean that's not going to go up. It can stay here for 50 minutes maybe, and the last 10 minutes push all the way up. How many pips do you wait for next candle to retest after closing above? What do you mean how many pips you wait for the candle to retest? Don't understand that. AUD/USD please. What about AUD/USD? See, AUD/USD, we had the plan if we break above, we're going to take some buys. If we break above this resistance. But it didn't happen. This candle didn't close clearly above. Then to make the retest to continue. So once we break above this, we have a setup here. But for now, we don't have a trade yet. It's still below the resistance here. This closed just a little bit above, but not a clean breakout. It's not enough. Do you have Discord? No, I don't use Discord. There's a Telegram link in the description if you want to join the channel. Yeah, so I wait on the retest, I wait at least in a 5-10 pips range. If the wicks are big, then we wait in a 5-10 pips range from candles where candles are closed. So this, from candles are closed to here, we have a 4 pip range. That's why I said I'm gonna enter first entry here, and if it comes lower, I'm gonna enter another entry. That's what I said before, and I'm saying now again. So that's the thing. Yeah, I know Discord is good, but for now I'm using Telegram. I feel more comfortable. Okay, can you take a look at this chart? Yes, of course, we can take a look. Just take a look at it. Okay, rejection at resistance, GBP AUD. Okay, so I think you still have to know what we do here. We trade, break, and retest. So you sold GA. What about this support right here? Which price is currently in? Rejection. What if price goes all the way up now? Just because it's a rejection doesn't mean that price is gonna go up, gonna go down.